green, okay? I want to tell you, we're about to watch some film of Christen Miller, but I've spoken to Christen in the last 24 hours. Obviously, we shot his commitment video, but I think there's a potential where we're going to get him on and show you guys kind of, we're going to have him on. Okay, we're going to have him on and do some film study, I would imagine, with him. I'm super excited about that, and you guys should be as well. But let's watch the preliminary footage, okay? Let's get a little grindage of the tape on some highlight tapes right here via Cedar Grove High School. State champion, Cedar Grove High School. Let's watch some ball here. Get all fancy on you, switch some camera angles. What up? All right, let's watch some ball. First thing you'll notice about Christen, or first thing you need to know, rather, 17 years old. Okay, 17 years old in August. He will be enrolled in college before he turns 18. Why is that important? Well, it's important because about 90%, I'm not going to say 90%, but an overwhelming majority of these kids nowadays are holdbacks, okay? Guys that, as the White Claws are showing in the corner, guys that are a little bit old for their class, right? Guys that are already 18 entering their senior year. No problem, okay? It's not an issue, but it is something that has become rampant in the recruiting world. Prime example, guys like Brock Vandergriff, holdback, right? I shouldn't have just called him out because I know there's dozens of other ones. I believe Caleb Williams is old for his grade. A lot of quarterbacks do this, but other positions are starting to do it. Nonetheless, what is rare is to see a young kid like this in a class, especially a guy that's almost a year younger than everyone else. Okay, I don't like that clip because you couldn't really see it. Now, the get off. Okay, this is something he and Chuck Smith worked on all offseason, and something that Christen took a real sense of pride in throughout, like moving from his junior year to his senior year. The other thing that has happened to this body, his body completely changed, man. Like if you watch the commitment video, we specifically wrote a line in there talking about how it wasn't always like this, man. It really wasn't. Christen Miller did not always look like this. He did not always get off the ball like this. This is something that he earned, man. This is development. This is a guy that grinded his butt off during the summer and during the spring to make sure his body matched the projection that he was getting from a lot of these college coaches. Okay? A lot of these college coaches. But this play right here is what I want to see, man. Like, this shows me, anticipation of snap count. You know what you're doing. Hey, 1st and 10, okay, playing Blessed Trinity, I believe, with Justice Haynes in the backfield. What you think they doing? They running the ball. Let's get off the football and go make a play. This is big time right here. Bam. I want to see my Division I type dudes, okay, my Power 5 type guys, my SEC type dudes. I want to see them wrecking stuff on film. I don't want to see JAG, just big and just another guy. That's not what I want to see. I also love that he did play offensive line. For the longest time, and Christen will tell you this, I told him I thought your NFL money, your Sunday money was at tackle, not at defensive tackle. And you know what he told me? This was sophomore year. It's one of my favorite stories from recruit. You know what he told me? He said, Coach, I hear what you're saying. I somewhat agree with you. I do think I can play on Sundays at tackle, but here's the problem. I know to be great at something and be NFL great at something, I'm going to have to work like I love it, and I don't love that. I love playing defensive tackle, so I'm going to work like I love it. And over the next 8 months, boom, okay, top 300 player, SI All-American candidate, top 50 player. That's what happened to this dude over the last calendar year. Teammate-oriented football guy, okay, loves his teammates. Teammates love him, an extremely joyous personality every time you're around him, right? That's exactly who Christen Miller is, and I think we portrayed that in his commitment video. Some more get off right here, just resetting the line of scrimmage. It's great, right? Get off. I want to see good pad level. I want to see hand placement. All this is very, very similar approach to an offensive lineman, right? First step's important, hand strike's important, pad level's important, all that good stuff. The other thing that's important as a defense lineman is your ability to disengage. Okay, you are locked on with a blocker. How quickly can we get him off of us, right? How quickly can we get him off of us? A little bit more. Awesome pass rush. Okay. Golly, I wish we had a tighter cut on this film. I'm going to pass rush here. Here's what I want you to notice. From this point right here, once he disengages, The important part of this clip right here is the acceleration. The burst is what we call that. Check this out. Okay. Once he gets clear, I think this is them against Crisp County, actually, his former head coach. Once he gets clear, okay, and disengages from this offensive lineman from this point to the sack, watch the acceleration and know that this is at 6'5", 294 pounds. Okay. And then strip sack, picks the ball up. Guys, that's it, man. That's where we're at. All right. That's what you need. State championship game here for Christen. He actually left this football game with an injury, but he's out there. If you pay attention, he's out there playing true defensive end. He's playing a wide 7. This kid played 0. He played shade, 2-eye, 3 tech, 7 tech, 5 tech, offensive guard, offensive tackle. I mean, he literally did everything at Cedar Grove over his, 2 or 3 years span starting. Get off all day. Get off. Okay. Big time get off by this dude. Again, though, it wasn't always like that, man. It really wasn't. It really wasn't always like that. The reason he's going to be, spoiler alert, my number one, my guy on the board, bias, all admitting right here. I love this kid as a person, as a guy I've gotten to cover, just personality in general and how genuine he is. So I'm extremely biased, but the football play matches. Okay. But here's why I'm most plugged into Christen Miller and why I'm most buying this stock. Couple of things. The first time I ever met him, okay, not just at like a camp or anything. This is a workout that I went to, just, him, his trainer, my camera off in the corner. And I'll never forget it. He was 15 years old at the time. He looked at me. And at this point, I think he had offers from Colorado, Michigan State, Georgia had snuck in there, Georgia Tech, okay, some smaller schools, okay, and the in-state school. But the in-state school kind of seemed just an offer. They weren't recruiting him. They were just offering him. And he looked at me and he said, "Coach, you know why I'm in here?" I said, "Because you want to work out?" He's like, "Yeah, I do want to work out. But most importantly, I know that the offers that I have right now are because I'm 6'5". I have offers because I'm a big guy. I'm trying to earn those offers, coach. That's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to earn those offers." That's big time. That's a different kind of mindset and a different kind of thinking at 15 years old. Okay. Another story. Okay. When he got hurt state championship game, we were getting ready to do this commitment video and we were trying to talk through some timelines and things like that. And he sent me a photo. He had gone back and he was watching the state championship game and he screenshotted the exact moment where he's essentially carted off the field. I think he got up and actually hopped off, but nonetheless, he's on the ground. Season's over. State championship. They end up going on to win, but he's on the sideline in street clothes during the win. Season's high school career is over. And today, or I think it was 2 days ago, he sent me this. 2 days ago, he's coming back from a visit to Miami. He's deciding where he's going to college, making the final decision. I think he kind of already knew, but he's making the final decision. Okay, biggest decision of his life, one of the most exciting moments of his life. And you know what he tells me? He sends me a photo of that moment that he screenshot. He went back and watched the broadcast, him laying on the field. And he says, "Coach, this is all I can think about. This is it. This is all I got. All I think about all day long is how my career ended and how I got to start the next one," right? He'll be ready come June, I would imagine, to get ready for fall camp. Dislocated his knee and will eventually be back on the field. My guy, Christen Miller.